Hi everyone, this is Patty, and this is my Star Wars The Old Republic Strongholds 101 for beginners that I decided to put together in the last couple of videos. I was talking about it, and I said, I'll go ahead and do it. So here we are on Republic Fleet with one of my characters, and we're heading towards the vending area for the Stronghold. So we're going to hang a left here into the crew skills and Strongholds area. And you're going to see 4 boards. There's actually 5 now on Fleet with the new one with Manan, but I didn't record this before Manan came out. So I'm heading for my Nar Shaddaa one. But first I want to show you the maps of the different fleets and how they're styled. I'm showing the Imperial one first, and you can see where the vendor is that does the opening video and everything, an introduction to the Strongholds. I'm also showing the one for Dromund Kass for the Imperials. It's there in Kass City, where the craft and trade market is, and the vendor is like down at the bottom of the stairs as you enter into that area. And so I'm going to show you now the Republic Fleet one and where it's located at on the map. It's actually flip-flop from the Imperial one, and once again we have our vendor there. And a little difference on the vendors for Coruscant. You'll find the vendor out by the Senate commercial area, and then you'll have to go to the bottom level to get to the board, which is on the left side of the Galactic Trade Center, and that's where the crew skills and supplies and trade area is. So I'm going to show you now the cost of most of these. Dromund Kass is a total of 5,000 credits or 50 cartel coins, as is the Coruscant City Apartment. Same price for that. The next one coming up is going to be Tatooine. It is a 2.5 million credit or 2,500 cartel coins, but to open the entire Tatooine homestead is a total of 7 million credits. Next one coming up is going to be Nar Shaddaa, which was free for a lot of people for their legacy when it first came out. But the actual price for it to purchase it for a person that does not have that privilege is 250,000 credits or 500 cartel coins, but it does take 6.5 million to open every one of the rooms. It is one of the larger ones, has 9 rooms to it, where Tatooine only has 7. And the next one coming up is Yavin IV. It's also 2.5 million credits and 2,500 cartel coins. It takes a grand total of 10,500,000 credits to open all areas, to give you all 9 areas that are open, or 8,500 cartel coins. And then here's our basic board. That when you're facing one of the boards, you can see how your strongholds are laid up and where your travel buttons are and everything, and you can travel that way. You can also go by hitting G on your UI up here on the top, and it'll bring this board up so you can travel fast to go that way. You can also do it from Fleet or any one of the home worlds that the strongholds are on. Now I'm showing you what's called titles. I actually call them labels for strongholds. This is a complete list of what all the labels are that we have out so far. Quite a few. And I have quite a few on mine as well. So you get the green ones from your darker light vendors on Fleet, and the blue ones come from packs. Now this is a picture that you will see when you first enter your stronghold, whichever one it is that you go to first. And I'm going to read off the list here, what basically comes in it. 6 metal chairs, 4 metal couches, 2 basic tool shelves, 2 metal beds, 2 ceiling lights yellow, 4 junker lights, 1 mailbox, 2 sample merchant rugs, 2 banners faction sized large, 1 legacy storage, and you're going to get in the mail your this is your lockbox. It has all 4 of your crafting items, your 3 crafting droids plus a universal MK1 to start you off with, your decorations person that also is going to include 88 credits for each one of those, and you're also going to have one other one which is for your guild flagships, which you're also going to get 1 of each faction's flags. Both characters will get it this way. They pick and choose the sentencing a little differently, but it's all the same stuff. So you just put things together there, and I'm kind of like just giving you a short little run through of each item, kind of give you an idea what the icons look like. The one that's the 2 of them that are darkened out, one's a flag, and you have to have Valor 14 in order to utilize this item in your strongholds, and it goes for either side. And the other darkened one is your little lady, Felucia Sister, who is your basic decorator. You're only allowed to have 4 despite how many strongholds we have. So you might want to keep her because they're supposed to eventually open it up and give us more. So don't get rid of her just yet. But if you have like 15 characters, you can douse out a few of them there. There's a little clearer shot of how bright they are and what the emails look like for you, so it's a little easier to look at. So we're going to get ready to hop back here to the fleet maps, and what I want to show you are the boards real quick. They're laid out in 4s, and there's actually 5 now with the Manan one, and they're on the left-hand side. There'll be 2 there, 2 in the center, 1 to the right. So that kind of like helps you realize you can get to Manan from there if you need to be. And Manan is also on its main planet in the Welcome Center. And then I'm showing you our collectibles people that you can buy things from, cartel certificates, and the rest are credits. These are your universal droids, your synthetic and your industrial, as well as specialized crafting, which contends with being your guild bank, your cargo bank. Most of your main items that you want to use inside your stronghold, like your GTN, whether it's a kiosk or it's a wall mount, appearance changer, or your modifier for weapons and stuff. They all come into play in that one particular character. So now I'm just kind of like showing how it's listed on the board here. Now I'm using one of my shorter players from a different server so I can give you a better idea, and I'm gonna pop to these 4 little places, and so it's going to show you here like Yavin. I haven't purchased this one on that server yet, and so it's going to be like the same format that we just left from. They'll have 2 there, there'll be 2 here, and basically I'm just trying to give you how it works to do those things, and how you can look at public listings of people who have their strongholds open that you can go visit and get ideas from them, which is always kind of fun to do. It's pretty interesting sometimes to see just exactly what all people come up with, and I've seen some very ingenious ideas. So now I'm looking at the different craftings. This is Ricotta. This is kind of like the twin, as I call her, of our little Felucia, and she has the same basic decorations as our girl would have on our strongholds. And then the one next to her is a cartel certificate one. Cartel certificates are in the older packs. I'm hoping they're going to bring them back here pretty soon, because there are some items that you just cannot get without the certificates, unless you go to GTN, and you're going to pay quite a little bump for that. So people want to make some profit off of what they're doing with the cartel certificates. So I'm just kind of like giving an idea there of what those are. And now I'm going to run to the other board and run over here real quick and pull up the board and show you that you can go to not just the purchase one, but the public listings, like I said before, and it will list every one of them on that particular planet that you're looking at, their board, as to who has an open stronghold that you can go visit. And it has a little bar on the side, let's say visit, and it'll take you right to it. So now I'm going to run over to the droids so you can see them up close and personal, because you will get these to put in your stronghold, and it's showing you the different items that you can get from what you manufacture for industrial fabrication. And you will get these on your crew skills. You'll start off with a level 1, level 2, and level 3 series of items, and the more, I guess you could say, expensive the item, it means it's a different quality or a higher quality. This is your universal one. The next one will be synthetic. Not every crafter has the same ones. Like Artifice has the industrial, I believe. Universal is everybody's. The synthetic ones, I think, are done by like Sith weaving and stuff. And you have to have certain ones, whether it's 1, 2, and 3, and you have to utilize the system where they broke it down for you to manufacture the items. You have to have so many different types of items pre-manufactured in order to manufacture the MK1, 2, and 3s. It'll keep you busy, and there's a lot of items to get from there. So it kind of like helps make your stronghold look pretty good. Okay, so now we're off and running, and I'm going to head to Stronghold, and I'm going to pick Nar Shaddaa because all 3 of mine on this server are sparsely decorated, so I can show hooks and stuff like that like I want to in order to get us going. And she's looking over something. I forgot what I was looking over on this thing. I think it was thinking about the boss table and stuff. So we'll just let her do her little thing here that I don't remember what I was doing when I did this. But what I can tell you in the meantime, why my character, whatever I was thinking of when I was doing this, when you go into your stronghold, you'll be able to flip on your tab that will light up your hooks. Now, hooks are on the floors, on the walls, on the ceilings, and every hook is a different color. You have green, blue, pink, larger pink, and extremely large pink, which is usually your starship size. You have purple and blues and greens on the walls, and you have the pink, large, blue, medium narrow, and the green on floors for decorations. And you can do a lot with them. Your stronghold, to say it only has so many decorations can be put in there as to their counts. And I just counted them today so I could put this on the video, and I will get to that in just a moment for you. But the fun part of the whole thing is really, just taking the time to do what you want and have fun with it. I always found that you didn't have to have an item modification unit in every stronghold. You don't have to have an appearance changer in every stronghold. But I would recommend whether you get the full-size kiosk or a wall kiosk, either way in your strongholds, one or the other. And I always think, bigger in a certain area of a stronghold, it's a bigger stronghold, or a bigger area of the stronghold, or a smaller. So here we go. We're going to go off with the hooks here. And little green tab there on top. That's going to show you your list of decorations that you have available. That's the one thing it will tell you is what you have available. And then here's your different color hooks and where they're located and how they're located. So you can see how you can go to the layouts, and you can change certain layouts to fit your needs. Nar Shaddaa has a complete total layout of 450 hooks, and it doesn't make a difference how many hooks you see sitting right there. You're only allowed to use 450 of those hooks to put items in. So if you want to be creative with something and really have a lot of fun, you can put, like, if you have the 3rd anniversary or the 5th anniversary celebration posters or artwork, put one smack in the middle of purple if you don't have a whole bunch of them. That way you take, that's one for each spot. Or you can split it in half and put one on the top, one on the bottom. Now I'm going to show you how I did the couch thing on my my Tatooine Stronghold, and what layout I used, which is going to be this. I think I couldn't figure out which one it was when I was doing this. It is this particular one here, and I take the couch and place it, and then I'll flip it around to the back side so that it's even with that, and I'll put one there, and I'll do the same thing and do a complete turnaround. Sometimes it depends on the way you're standing is how a item will be faced. I always find that kind of interesting. I could be looking right at it and I'll turn around, it'll be faced the opposite direction. Okay, so now that I have all four sitting there, I'm going to just take and add a few steps in on each one as I am getting them closer and closer so they kind of meld together and look like one unit. And it's just tuck, tuck, tuck. Now in the centerpiece, you can put anything that fits in the middle. If you choose to use the one that has the 4 green, you can put 4 small thin items standing up there if you want it to. It all just depends on how you want to decorate it. I've seen light stands put in there, I've seen flags put in there, I've seen decorations put in there. Like this one here, I put a holographic tree in there. The yellow one sticking straight up into Never Never Land is where is your hooks for rugs, and centerpieces for flooring. And when you have an item that tells you what the flooring is, that's when it will, show you what you can use. And kid you not, this little edit mode is very ficky and finical when it comes to items. It'll tell you some items are a green, and when you try looking for it, you'll find it in the blue. That it wants you to put it in narrow blue, but no, you can put it in the green. This is how I kind of tagged into my Nar Shaddaa storages, and I had the 4 of them back to back to back. And this is the 4 greens that I used, and I would turn one, I would keep one direction where it's at. I would put the other one, I would turn it 90 degrees, and I put the next one there and turn it 90 degrees, and the other one and turn it 90 degrees, and then we just back them all into each other until they all meld together, and it made a 4 square. You don't have to do it that way. I've seen people do a 3 square. I still haven't figured out how they get it in there so well, but it can be done. So here I am showing you where you can put your carpets, rugs, and other floor items. You can move them up, down, left, right. You can tilt them whatever direction you want to go. You can angle them whatever direction you want to go. It's just, to play with and find, what you like and how you like. And if you have a certain item in a place there and you don't want the carpet to be half underneath of it, you can bring it out as far as it'll go or to the edge of it so it looks that way. And as you see on some of my purples, I have flags and signs that are up that are long. That takes up one hook, so it's a lot easier to get it done. And then you'll see I have the crafting items sitting down here. There's the root at the safe and so forth. Now these rooms are empty. You can do a lot with them. You can put your beds in here. You can put trees in here. You can put desks, chairs, couches. All depends on what you have. You can change their sizes. The only sizes you can't change are the greens. Now you can take a blue down to greens, whether it's a blue narrow to 2 greens or a regular size blue to 4 greens. And you can have fun doing that part if you want to. And I will tell you, doing your stronghold decorations is not a sit down 1 hour, I'm done. It doesn't, unless you're a really good decorator and you're really fast and you already got it in your mind what you want to do. It takes a little while to get it done, and especially in trying to collect pieces. If you're lucky enough to collect a lot really fast, then it makes a difference. Now here it is. I don't have the doors open to this one, to the next section, so you can see how much it's going to cost me, which is 475 cartel coins or 250,000 credits just to open that hallway to go down. But I do have the other hallway open, so we're going to run down it in a minute here. but I want to show you the cartel market screen real fast. Ads for decorations, and we're going to go back to it later on. Right when I did this video, they were having a, I guess you call it a sale on gold, bronze, and silver decoration packs. And this happens every so many months that they'll put these together and they'll throw them out there, and you will get either a bronze or a gold or a silver item. It tells you exactly what you'll get in here, and then you have the regular packs here, and that lays out to you what you're going to get in that pack. If you buy one, you'll get so much of this stuff in there. And then the other items that consequently are in there, your mounts, your equipment, your now your mounts and equipment can be decorations for you, and I'll show you that here in a minute. So we're going to lay out the floor and we're going to put a mount down. Now if the mount is yours, it will come out looking like your mount. You can't write it. It's a decoration. If it's not yours, if it's from a different character, then it'll come out as a hologram. Kind of interesting why it does that. Those are the cartel mounts that are on sale right now. And then you have your whatever mount you have. I have this one's not as lit up as my Jedi Covenant one, but the mounts that I do have in here, basically I can put on a decoration hook, and that's where it'll sit for whatever size it is and it fits onto. Now the next fun one is pets. Your pets will go on a green hook. Same format though. If it's your pet, you'll see it. If it's not your pet, you can't put it down. I don't know why that's that way. I don't know why they don't become holograms like they do mounts and companions, but that's one way that it goes. Companions, if companion's yours, you'll see your companion. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I put Corso here on the thing to show off, and I believe it comes out as being a hologram. I don't know if you saw the little pet in the background. I was playing around with that, showing it to you. I guess we're going to go back to the cartel screen here for a minute. Cartel screen has a whole ton of stuff that it likes to have. Right now it's about 7 or 8 pages long. And you get artwork. And it tells you the price of the artwork. I think that is like 2,100 credits or 1,800 credits. And you get like 6 or 7 pieces of artwork that you can hang up on your walls. And then you've got on top of it is the Iocath collection, and then you've got your essentials. You have your Republic essentials, you've got your Underworld essentials, you got your Imperial essentials, and you have your it's not for smugglers because there's like 2 Underworld ones, and I can't remember both of their names. And then you have your one that has all your items, your GTN, your appearance station, etc., etc. This one is a Stronghold Cantina collection that it's rolling up on. There's your Underworld Essentials bundle, and it's kind of like I'm just rolling down, and you kind of do see everything that's in the picture there. But then you can also go, and there's your Public Essentials. Next one, I believe, is Stronghold Spacers bundle, and then your Imperial Essentials. Yeah, Stronghold Spacers Galactic Essentials. And while it's rolling down that thing, if you look over to it, you'll see that you have your cargo bay you can buy from them. with cartel coins, and you can get the wall kiosk for GTN for cartel coins. It's right now showing you the essentials, and what you see in the picture is what you get. You even have things like, you know, flagship change name, legacy change name, or character change name. And as you go down the line, there's your individual pieces. There's your small bar set. There's your DJR table. There's your spacers arrangement. Cantina sign. Buying the Cantina Lounge by itself, or you can buy a luxury hutch by itself. You can get a Cantina Love Seat by itself. You can buy additional mailboxes. There's your individual purchases for your appearance modification station. You've got your casino table, your item modification station. You get the seat only in that picture there. Spacer supply cabinet, the luxury, they call it red bed, or is it black? No, it's black bed. And then other tables and another cantina and another wall lighting and chairs and a chandelier. And then there's your guild bank you could purchase from that with cartel coins. And a Colto tank and a single starship chair if you want it, and another type of luxury wall sconce if you wanted to get that. And we'll go over this again at the end of the video so you can get an idea of a few things. Okay, so right here I'm going to show you a little thing. It's called Unlock your additional legacy cargo bay. So that gives you one more bay into your thing. Now you don't have to buy that unless you are a free-to-play person, and I think preferred. I don't know if preferred can buy off the screen like subscribers do. And I'm kind of like just flipping through the other unlocks that we have. And our next step, I think I'm trying to look for other things to do with the decorations. But these are all miscellaneous items, so I don't think. No. All right, so let's journey on to what I was going to do here. I am going to put personnel, like an Imperial Grenader. Nope, I already used him. So I'm going to change it to Mounts Companion. I guess we're going to put Corso in. So find a spot where you want to put him. Has a little circle that runs around, you put them there. Now, here we go, as it turns into a hologram because I have him with me. But if he was off screen and I was using a different companion, he would be there standing there looking like he is behind her. Now I'm looking for something specific that I want to put here to show you. Now, when you're looking at your edit mode and it's darked out, it means you don't have that item yet. If it's lit up, it's one that you have gotten. Whether you've already used it or not is another question. So we're going to head back to Republic Fleet here. And we're going to go to the GTN and look at other types of decorations so you can see what's really out there and available, because there is a lot of stuff. If you really want to go and find out decorations, there's a couple places you can go to. Dolphy's is one. SWTOR Fashion has one for Strongholds. you type in SWTOR Stronghold decorations on any one of your search engines, and you will get a list of things that you can go glamour at. And they even have, you know, like on Google, you could have a thing that says images, and you can go look at different things. It doesn't tell you where to get them sometimes, but you can look at them. Most of your stuff, if you don't have it and you pull it up on the mode that shows the decoration, it will tell you what pack it comes from, what operation, what flashpoint, what decorating droid, like whether it's universal, industrial, or synthetic, as to how it's, you know, being made. There's some items that are strictly down in the cartel bazaar, like your carbonite dudes and dudettes that you want to hang on the wall. You have to have so many bounty contracts in order to get those, but those are great decorations. It's kind of fun with those. But I'm showing you different things, like the alternating throw is a synthetic prefab, and I'm just kind of like flipping through decorations. I don't have anything specifically picked out. I'm just popping through here, looking at different things. Here's your ricotta energy pylon, which comes from the Operations Eternity Vault. Here's a flag for you called the Dangerous Hut, which is Operation Karagas Palette. A Voss sculpture, which comes out of one of the packs. And ones that come out of packs or cartel market will have the icons that I was just circling around as to whether they're bronze, gold, or silver. This is a Fountain of Blood and Fire, which comes from I can't remember what was it. Yeah, it was the pack. This comes from a pack. Yavin Combat Area, and that sits on a starship, the big, humongous pink one that you'll find on your strongholds. I mean, really huge pink one that handles a starship. That's where that one sits. That's why it has that interesting symbol to it. It'll have that marker there, or it'll have the ship marker that goes for those. Some of the ones that have the fountain-looking thing sometimes can be a centerpiece, which is the next size down from the starship hook. The one it's showing right now is a fireplace that you get from the Life Day. Odessan Command Center comes from one of the packs. It's a centerpiece item. Any of the statues are usually either centerpiece, or if they're blue, they're the large blue. Sometimes they have to be in the large size, which looks like the tent, your two-pole tent there on the screen. And anything that has a leaf on it is an environmental, which it could be a tree, it could be a shrub, it could be a palm tree, it could be the hanging vines, it could be any one of the crafting items that you get at times. There's your gigantic crystals that comes out that way, your massive rib cage. So I'm trying to give you an idea of what the colors provide and what you can do with them. And there's your smaller ones that can fit into a green slot. And some of these that, you know, they might not show up on the little screen here, but they really are kind of pretty. And these are your trophies, and these come in a picture format. This one I have not seen in my time. I know it's an achievement. That's probably why you're going to see me click on it a couple of times here and there. It's kind of fascinating to me. but it comes from one of the flashpoints, and I believe it might be a floor item. I think it's a floor medium or floor large, depending on what it is. And it's probably the only trophy that I know of that does that, except for maybe a walker. But as you see, the bigger ones are the ones that'll fit in your blue spots, and your smaller ones will fit in your green spots. And the color codes on the bottom corners kind of tell you whether it's a flashpoint or whether it's an operation. So all those green ones you see sitting there pretty much are your wall ones. And then you have photo frames that have is your artworks and your posters. There's like two colored ship signs. So anywhere you have access to a GTN, go in there, look at the stuff under decorations, get familiar with the different signs and what they mean, and have a blast. Guys, take care. Look at the last page, and I hope that you'll stop and go through some of the names and go check out their sites, because they have some fantastic ideas. Thanks, and have a great day.